Are you a creative entrepreneur looking for some no-nonsense, straight-talking, actionable advice? Well, you're in the right place. And today on the Creative Business TV show, we're talking about that awful feeling of overwhelm in your business and giving you some quick tips on how to manage it. Hello and welcome to a little segment of our show we like to call Ask Kylie. I'm your host, Kylie Carlson, and in this episode, I'm taking a question from Melissa from Preston, who writes, "Hi Kylie, I'm really struggling in my business at the moment as I'm feeling so overwhelmed. I've recently started working from home and I'm finding it hard to work without the structure I had in the corporate world. There is always so much to do and so many people making demands of my time. How do you deal with overwhelm? What is a routine or a ritual that you have for dealing with overwhelm in your life and your business?" Melissa, I love this question because the truth is, you know what, we all get overwhelmed sometimes. We all have those moments when we feel like our head is literally about to explode. And there are so many things on our to-do list. We have errands to run, emails to answer, quotes to send out, calls to make, meals to cook, dogs to walk, kids to deal with, and all those other things that we try and squeeze into a day. We really do have a ridiculous number of things that are being juggled in our lives and our businesses at any given moment. So I want to share a couple of things with you that might help. Now, first of all, much of the stress that you're feeling, I hate to say it, is self-inflicted. Generally, the things we pile onto ourselves are there because we put them there. And this is always something to bear in mind when that overwhelm starts to set in. So let's look, first of all, at why you're feeling overwhelmed. How specifically are you feeling overwhelmed? Is it because you said yes to something out of guilt? Did you say yes to something that you're now feeling a little bit of resentment over? Do you give too much of yourself to others? You know, you need to check in with yourself about why you're feeling overwhelmed and if there's anything that you can take off your plate. Now, one of the things that I do at the beginning of every week is to look at my to-do list and ask myself if there's anything on that list that I need to remove. So that's something that I'm routinely doing as part of my Sunday afternoon, where I'm looking at the week ahead to see what needs to be done. Another thing I do, and I do this on a regular basis as well, is to create some mental space in my head. When your head is full to bursting, it's almost impossible to prioritize and work effectively. And the only way to clear space is to have a brain dump. Sit down and get rid of all the information in your head. I don't know about you, but have you ever been woken up in the middle of the night with a thought about something that you need to do? I have loads of times. And if I don't write it down immediately, it kind of festers in my mind and I can't get back to sleep. But the very act of writing it down just clears the space, that space that's been taken up in my head. And it's amazing. Just by writing it down, you suddenly have so much clarity. And I think you know what I'm going to say next. Yep. Each time you're feeling overwhelmed, you need to take a pen and a notebook and sit down for 15 minutes to do a brain dump. And I mean everything. Don't hold back. Write everything down. I want your wrist to ache from writing. And once you've done that, it's time to get honest with yourself. I want you to look at each and everything that you've written down and put a line through everything that is out of your control. I think you'll be surprised how much of it on there is stuff that you actually can't do anything about. So why then are you spending so much time worrying about it and letting it take up valuable space in your mind? Let me give you an example. Many of us spend time worrying about what our competitors are or aren't doing. This isn't something we can control. They will do what they want to do. So I'd put a line through this, and instead of worrying about it, I'd spend time looking at making sure that my marketing plan is hot to trot and hitting all those touch points I need it to. Don't waste time and energy on things that aren't going to move you forward or that are taking up valuable real estate in your mind. I'm afraid we aren't done yet though. You need to get that pen out again, and this time you're going to put a line through everything that sucks the life out of you. The stuff that you just aren't passionate about, and if you face it, are never actually going to do. So a good example of this for me is taking French lessons. It has been on my list for the last 4 years. I was supposed to have done it, and in my head, I was going to be fluent before I moved to France. Well, guess what? I've been here permanently for nearly a year now, and I still haven't taken lessons. And guess what again? I still manage to make myself understood. Most of the time anyway. However, it's stressing me out because it's still something I haven't done. So it needs to come off the list. It was only on there because I felt it was something I should do, not something I really wanted to do. Now, see what you're left with. What you should find is that there are things that really deserve your time and energy on that list. And now it's a case of prioritizing them, putting them on a to-do list and making them happen, which should be much easier now that list is so much healthier and not as draining. So there you have it. I want to hear your tips for dealing with overwhelm in your business. Have you found something that really works for you? Share it below so that we can all learn and grow together. That's all I've got time for today, but remember that this little segment of the show only works if you guys send me your questions each week, and you can do that by leaving a comment below using the hashtag AskKylie on Instagram or by emailing me at askkylie@kyliecarlson.co. And remember, if you like what you see, you've got to subscribe and share it, please, with other creative entrepreneurs. I'll see you next Wednesday for another episode of Ask Kylie.